Have you ever looked back at your childhood and wondered why certain things happened to you? Things that seemed unfair, isolating, or even mysterious. What if I told you that those very moments were not random? What if I told you that they were signs, subtle yet profound, that Allah had chosen you for something greater? Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Today, we will embark on a journey of self-reflection, exploring some powerful signs from your childhood, indicators that Allah had a unique plan for you, a path carefully designed for your spiritual growth. These signs, often unnoticed at the time, could reveal a deeper meaning, one that connects directly to your faith and the greater purpose of your existence in this world. Before we begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt out of place as a child? Have you ever felt misunderstood, as if you were walking a path no one else could see or comprehend? If so, then this discussion might open your eyes to the hidden wisdom behind those experiences. And even if you believe this message doesn't apply to you, I encourage you to stay with me until the end. You may discover a sign, a realization, or a lesson that completely changes the way you view your past and perhaps your future. Let's uncover these divine lessons together, starting with the first sign. Sign 1. An early awareness of a deeper purpose. Brothers and sisters, have you ever felt, even as a young child, that you were different? Not in a way that made you feel superior to others, but in a way that made you feel set apart, as if you were meant to understand and perceive life in a deeper way. Maybe you were the kind of child who noticed things others didn't. Maybe you had an innate curiosity about the world, about the meaning of life, and about the nature of existence itself. While other children played without a care, you may have found yourself pondering over things that seemed far beyond your years. This feeling is not a coincidence. Allah often plants the seeds of purpose in our hearts long before we even realize it. These early realizations, these deep reflections, are subtle indicators that He is shaping you for a path that is uniquely yours, a path that will eventually lead you closer to Him. The Quran tells us, "Indeed, your Lord is ever watchful." Surah Al-Fajr 89:14. Allah's watchful guidance over us begins far earlier than we imagine. Think about this. A child who experiences difficulties at a young age, whether it's being misunderstood by peers, facing loneliness, or going through personal struggles, often grows up with heightened empathy, resilience, and wisdom. These challenges do not simply occur by chance. They are divine lessons, tailor-made for the individual, preparing them for the greater journey ahead. Even our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, experienced hardships in his early years. Orphaned at a young age, he grew up navigating life with patience, deep reflection, and unwavering trust in Allah. These experiences shaped him into the leader, guide, and mercy to mankind that we know today. So take a moment to reflect on your own childhood. Can you recall moments when you felt different, when you felt like you were observing the world with eyes that saw beyond the surface? If so, perhaps those moments were Allah's way of preparing you, of nurturing qualities like patience, wisdom, and strength within you, qualities that would one day help you fulfill your purpose. The early signs of a chosen path are not always grand. They are not always marked by miracles or supernatural events. More often, they are hidden within the quiet struggles and unnoticed victories of everyday life. And as we grow, these moments come together like puzzle pieces, forming the foundation of our purpose and guiding us back to Allah, toward the role He has prepared for us. Sign 2. Experiencing setbacks that felt unfair. Now, let's pause for a moment. Have you ever worked tirelessly for something only to see it slip through your fingers? Maybe you prepared for a job interview with great dedication, but you weren't selected. Maybe you poured your heart and soul into a relationship only to be met with heartbreak. Maybe you tried your best to be there for someone, but they ignored or abandoned you. It stings, doesn't it? But what if I told you that those closed doors were not punishments, but divine redirections? What if those setbacks were actually Allah's way of saving you from something you couldn't see? The Quran reminds us, it may be that you dislike something while it is good for you, and it may be that you love something while it is bad for you. Allah knows while you do not know. Surah Al-Baqarah 2216. This verse is not just a statement, it's a lifeline. When things don't go our way, it's easy to feel frustrated, lost, or even betrayed by life. But when we shift our perspective and place our trust in Allah's wisdom, we begin to see setbacks in a new light. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The people who are tested the most severely are the prophets, then those nearest to them, then those nearest to them. A person is tested according to the level of his faith." This hadith teaches us that struggles and setbacks are not random. They are custom designed for our spiritual growth. Imagine someone losing a job they believed was perfect for them. At first, they might feel devastated, thinking they've failed. But what if that job was actually leading them toward an environment that would harm their faith? What if Allah removed them from that path to direct them to something far better? This is why, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we should ask, "What is Allah trying to teach me through this?" When we view setbacks with this mindset, they no longer feel like punishments. Instead, they become opportunities for growth, reflection, and an even stronger connection with Allah. Brothers and sisters, every setback carries within it the seed of a comeback. If you place your trust in the one who knows all, then know this: no loss, no rejection, and no disappointment in your life has been meaningless. Every single event was part of a divine plan, a piece of a bigger picture that will one day make perfect sense. Sign 3. The revelation of true allies during hardships. Hardships do not only test our patience, they also reveal the sincerity of those around us. Have you ever noticed how, during your most difficult moments, some people disappeared? It is in times of difficulty that the masks fall away, exposing who truly supports you and who was only there for convenience. The Quran tells us, "And we test you with evil and with good as a trial, and to us you will be returned." Surah Al-Anbiya 21:35. Even the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, faced this test when he was boycotted along with Banu Hashim. Many abandoned him out of fear, but those who remained steadfast proved their loyalty not to him alone, but to Allah. Continue with the remaining signs, expanding on them, adding examples from both Islamic history and modern life, and emphasizing trust in Allah's wisdom. Conclusion. The ultimate purpose behind life's tests. Dear brothers and sisters, life's tests are not meant to break you. They are meant to shape you into the believer Allah knows you can be. So reflect. Are you embracing your tests as opportunities for growth, or are you resisting them out of fear? Make an intention today. Ya Allah, grant me patience in every trial and guide me to see the wisdom in your plans. May Allah grant us all clarity, strength, and unwavering faith. Ameen.